Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. The athlete's game with women. The athlete's game with women. So, you know what? The other day I was watching my college basketball team, the St. Joseph's Hawks in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. The Hawk will never die. And I was just remembering just back when I was at the school and then also at at the graduate level at American University. I hung out with the Jocks. I always hung out with the Jocks, and when I was at those schools, I was very active with playing intramurals in sports. Actually could have played soccer in college, but drinking too much beer. So, and I know y'all looking at Rom. It's like, Rom, you look big. Dude, I'm 56 now. Imagine what I looked like when I was 18. So anyway, right? One of the things that I peeped, and this is old because this is bigger than me. This is bigger than something I've seen. Is just how athletes get women. I mean, that's normal. Indeed, what people are talking about Chad and Tyrone now. Back in the 50s, it was jocks and nerds. In fact, you look at a lot of movies like that, the main villains, Chad villains and stuff, always have leather jackets on. So it's always been like women were attracted to athletes. Indeed, many guys have gone out for sports because, well, the women like the sport. In fact, that's actually connected to body game because they're in great shape, but it also tells you what a particular woman likes in a man. Like if a woman came up to me, she'd say she's a big football fan, right? I'm like, oh, okay. Hey, girl. I already know I'm in there because if you look at me now, people who see me in person, they say you built like a linebacker, a fullback or a linebacker. I accept that because, I'm actually very good at football. Anybody who doubt that, hey, we can meet up. We can get in what's called the pit, just some straight hitting. Oh man, and that's one thing. Just real quick on that. Sometimes I think about I see some guys play football on Sunday mornings when I'm out and about. I was thinking about like going over there and say, let me get in there. But usually with my sons, that's most important. And actually, they're not bad at football. Like my oldest son got a gun of an arm. But some reasons I ain't gonna get into, he didn't get into football. But anyway, one of the things about that is why athletes get so much play. Okay, obvious is the body game. And like I said, if a woman like a particular sport, that's a very big clue as to what type of body she like. Like you got women who really like basketball. Okay, they like that tall, lean muscular dude. Or they like more muscular, stocky types or something. Okay, usually in the football, maybe that runner's type of body or something, or the body like a soccer player had. Like in many nations, women go crazy over that build. It's like, it just depends on which one. So that's part of the game though. The physicality is part of the game. And let me be clear, because sometimes people will say, well, those athletes, they got money and all of that. And, they play a slight part with the pros. But when you're talking about on a college campus or nondescript high school or something, it's more about the physicality. And also some people say, well, status. But, knowing like Division I college basketball players on two different campuses, indeed even played ball with them sometimes and stuff. And basketball ain't my main sport, but still ran some ball with them. Sometimes they be telling some stories. They be getting with some women and you never see the women with them. So it's not even that status thing. Sometimes the women are turned on. Now that's the main part of this. Okay, they got the body, but it's also the action. See, one thing, women are turned on not just by how a man looks or what he says to her, but by how he moves. It's the same way if a man is watching a woman dancing or just walking down the street and she got that, that butt swaying and everything. Women go crazy over that athletic type of body. It depending on what they like. I remember working at a gym one of the gyms I worked at, one of the attendants, shoot, the way everything was situated, there was some treadmills right in front of the attendant's desk, and she'd just be sitting there like, but he was running. It's the action. So it's a combination of the body and the action. And you know, I've known plenty of women. Like when I was at AU, this woman said she went crazy over this guy just because of how he played, how he moved around. See, it's that movement, because it kind of gives women a clue as to how they would have sex. Like if the guy's like real intense or something, and you know, it'd be like, he ain't trying to be smooth. He's like hard. The woman subliminally is thinking, oh, this guy's gonna give it to me. Or if he's real smooth in his movements, and the woman likes that. So it's a combination of the body and the action. In fact, shoot, I would say out of the guys that I've known personally who've had high counts, like legitimately high counts, like you got women verifying it and everything. I would say, shit, what number would I? 97% of them were jocks. 97% of them were jocks. They played at some level somewhere. 97%. There's always an exception. There's always an exception. I knew one prominent exception, but even his thing was if he had just like tried sports, he probably would have been pretty good at it. I'll put it like that. He just didn't get into sports, but he had a athletic body build. And that's the main thing. That's the main thing. Shoot, anybody who knows, shoot, that's why I like in the hood, you go to some of those like basketball courts, those hard courts, basketball courts outside, everything. Dudes just be going up and down, got their shirts off, running the game and stuff. There's always a bunch of women, girls just sitting there just looking. They just sitting there checking the guys out and stuff. And the main piece is the body. So that's part of it, but then it's the action. It's the movement. And that's all they really need. And it's not even so much about even whether they got like a mouthpiece or anything. As long as they can have a regular conversation, boom, they in. Shoot, a lot of them were quiet and everything. They just ordinary. In fact, it's hard to say they were playing. You can't even really say what they were doing is game. Seriously, if you really how people see game, having that strategy, having that mouthpiece and all of that, shoot, most of these guys just be chilling. And people be thinking it's like, oh, it's a status, but I personally know guys who were at the end of the bench who were getting women and they getting like sex handed to them. Shoot, you go to any arena, go to any professional arena. Half the women in there. You see, like, I remember I went to a hockey game. Man, you had these women, they had their perfume on, they were fixed up, they were ready to go. And shoot, you get a lot of women like those hockey players and everything. And if you talk to women, they always talking about the bodies. I knew this one woman, shoot. She was talking about she was doing some running at some local college or something. They had a lacrosse team. And she was like, oh, yeah, those bodies. I was like, of course, I get some arguments about it. And seriously, think about it, though. Think about what I said about the players I've known personally have been jocks. Like I said, I used to hang out with basketball players at two different schools, and I was basically in that crowd anyway. Play pickup games with some of them and everything. And then, playing like football and all of that, ironically, could have played soccer in college, but I haven't touched a soccer ball since I was coaching some kids. It is what it is. But the main thing is the body and then the action. Because when women watching the guys running around or something, they getting turned on. All the dude got to do is be cool. Like, in fact, I remember in college, me and my suite mates, we'd be watching a college football game. A dude run for a touchdown, and we'd be like, yeah, he gonna get his cut tonight. Shoot, they get excited. Shoot, they be getting turned on. At least a lot of female sports fans. Oh yeah, they be getting turned on. That's their biggest reason why they like a particular sport. Like I said, if you talking with a woman, think about what sport, like you've been working out, what sport would your body fit in? Like I said, when I'm talking to a woman, she's talking about how much she loves football or something. I'm like, good loving body, rocking, knocking boots all night long. Now she say she likes a basketball player or something. I'm like, might have to work a little hard. Maybe when I was younger and slimmer, I was like, oh, I might be able to get in there. Say, oh yeah, play that defensive guard or something, bust that 3-pointer and everything. But anyway, yeah, that's the game with the women though. Is body plus just being active. Women are getting turned on. All the guy got to do is just pay attention. Seriously, that's all you got to do in that case. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Get back with you for y'all athletes out there. You know what? For y'all athletes, y'all guys who played some sport, share y'all experiences. Who actually played something. It could have been just in high school. You could say, hell yeah, you were hooking up with the cheerleaders and all of that. In fact, I'm going to share a link from Cousin T-Tar. Now, he's a multi-sport athlete and stuff. And he was talking about how the Dymes be getting with the Jocks. How the Dymes be getting with the Jocks. Because let me just approach, because I've talked about that before, and I was about to end this, but a lot of guys be checking out like a lot of these women. A lot of these women with the killer bodies. They on OnlyFans, all of that. Here's some game. You talk with them, say, hey, you play ball or you play some sport where you active? 99% of the time they work. I'm gonna say 99% of the time. Like I said, there's always an exception. I will boldly put it at 99%. If you talk to them, ask them, and you'll find out some point in their life they played some sport or ran track. It's the most incredible thing. They got those tight bodies. And if a woman got a tight body, she want a man. If she a jock, if she been a jock athlete, who do you think she gonna want? Think about it. So like I said, check out the link I shared from Cousin T-Tar. Any jocks, athletes, share your story. Share your story. And like I said, it depends. You got some women, they like those big offensive lineman types or defensive linemen and everything. Shit. Hell, I've gotten some play just by some women seeing me playing like some rec league football. That's all you need. Now, if you're not there, hit the gym and at least try to look like a jock. Boom. So anyway, that's all I got for today. Get back with y'all later. Peace and blessings.